Cheating husband killed his pregnant wife after making pros and cons list. On April 28th, a jury found adulterer and soon-to-be father Beau Rothwell guilty of murdering his pregnant wife of 4 years, who was also carrying their child. Before making his decision to kill his wife, the man from Creve Coeur, Missouri, compiled a list of the benefits and drawbacks associated with divorcing his partner. A jury found Beau Rothwell guilty of first-degree murder, tampering with physical evidence, and abandoning a corpse. The charges stem from the same incident. During the course of the trial, 31-year-old Beau Rothwell admitted to killing his wife, 28-year-old Jennifer Rothwell, but he maintains that the murder was not premeditated, despite the fact that evidence found in his home suggests otherwise. Instead, he went toward a conviction for manslaughter rather than murder. According to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, in the end, he claimed that he killed his wife with a mallet during an argument in November of 2019 that was sparked by his infidelity. The dispute took place over the fact that he had been unfaithful to his wife. 1 week after he reported that she was missing, her body was discovered with severe signs of physical abuse. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to be inspired by these real-life stories on a daily basis. Now, let's return to the story. During his horrific evidence, Rothwell admitted to hitting his pregnant wife in the head with a hammer while she was 6 weeks along in their pregnancy. According to the New York Post, he followed the woman as she stumbled toward the garage in an attempt to find someone who could help her and her unborn child before delivering yet another fatal blow with the mallet. The woman was disoriented and dying at the time. She was looking for someone to save her life and the life of her unborn child. According to the Post-Dispatch, Rothwell's sentencing is scheduled for July 8th, and he could receive a term of life in prison without the chance of release. The prosecution claims that this was not a crime of passion committed in the heat of the moment, but rather a murder that was carefully planned and carried out in a callous manner. According to the Post-Dispatch, the prosecution revealed Rothwell's explicit texts to his lover, as well as the list of benefits and drawbacks he compiled while considering whether or not to leave his pregnant wife, who was the mother of the couple's first child. According to a story in the New York Post, the prosecutors also brought up the fact that the defendant reported Jennifer as missing on November 12th after having killed her on November 11th. The planning that had been done by the husband was captured on camera. It made it even more difficult for the defense, the New York Post reports, that cops caught Rothwell on tape purchasing cleaning supplies such as bleach and gloves before Jennifer Rothwell even went missing. In addition, authorities stated that they discovered several bottles of bleach, as well as a wet carpet that had blood stains on it inside the Rothwell home. After analyzing DNA samples that were submitted by Jennifer Rothwell's parents, the investigators concluded that the blood in question belonged to Jennifer Rothwell. In the end, the body of Jennifer Rothwell was discovered roughly 45 miles away from her residence. She was aware that something was amiss, and she dreaded Beau Rothwell even before he struck her with the mallet that ultimately resulted in the death of both her and her unborn child. The New York Post stated that one of the final searches on her phone before she vanished was, "What to do if your husband is furious you are pregnant?" According to the police, this was one of the last searches she made before she vanished. According to the New York Post, Beau Rothwell attempted to cover his tracks after he had already slain his wife. However, he was unsuccessful. According to the report in the newspaper, Beau Rothwell posted on social media many hours before the death of Jennifer Rothwell was discovered, pretending to be anxious to locate any clue on the whereabouts of his wife and pregnant child. Despite the fact that he was well aware of the fact that he had already killed his wife, he begged members of the public to report any information they might have to the authorities. Unfortunately, Beau Rothwell's acts are eerily similar to those of Chris Watts, who was found guilty of murdering his pregnant wife and was sentenced to life in prison. In the course of human history, Beau Rothwell was neither the first nor even the second husband to have an affair with another woman and then go on to murder his wife and their children in a futile effort to alter the path of his life. In 2018, Christopher Watts was responsible for the deaths of his pregnant wife, Shannon, along with their 2 young daughters, Bella and Celeste. The documentary, named American Murder: The Family Next Door, was distributed by Netflix in the year 2020. It was about the killings of Chris Watts. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone else who might enjoy it as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.